Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started going over the second lab here. So, first off, there are mistakes in the curriculum in the program. So, if you've tried to go through it, you see that when you're calculating the second round of body fat after the 12-week session, um, you put in like 15.2 or whatever value, or no, you put 17.4 and that's wrong, but the correct calculation is going to be 15.2 for you to get to the next set of calculations. And then the one after that is also wrong. And I think it's because like the card on the slide for you to like pretty much plug and chug the values, that's wrong. It's the same from before the 12-week session. So uh, we emailed GSSI and they said that they're going to fix it and take care of it, but I don't know if that's working now or what. But so the second value for you to put in for free fat mass or fat-free mass is 69.5. So if you guys get to that and it's not fixed, those are the values. And if it is fixed, there you go. But that's just to like complete the lab. And then, so in the, what section is it? Gets in the data analysis and interpretation. You'll get to the end of that, and then you'll have protein data sheet. So this is going to be like your discussion questions. And so you'll scroll down, you'll see all these charts. So these are just comparing the two groups, the control group and then the experimental group. So one doing milk and the protein, and then the carbohydrates. So you can see all these, and then so it's comparing before and after, and then using all the four body composition measurements. So then at the bottom, data analysis. So these are the 7 questions that you'll be graded on. So I'm kind of just going to go through and describe what I'm looking for when I'm grading this, so you guys can get the full points. The purpose of these labs isn't really to like the last one, like hammer the graphs, make sure you get it right. It's to kind of understand how like sports science research is taken, how it's done. So that's the point of these labs. Okay, so the first question: which intervention resulted in a greater increases in muscle growth? Does your research support your hypothesis? So that's pretty much going to be looking at the columns of milk versus carbohydrate, looking at the body compositions in each, and then looking back at the hypothesis. Second question: based on your results, why do you think that one intervention had a greater impact on body composition compared to the other? So that's going to be describing how protein affects the body versus carbohydrates, and especially how that can affect your body composition, and then maybe describe what body composition is. Um, Number 3, do you think it's important to control for diet during a long-term training study that is assessing body composition? Um, let's see. So like this is a 12-week study, so there's a lot that can happen in 12 weeks when doing a study based, and especially when it's talking about body composition. So I would talk about how important diet is in body composition, and I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Number 4, why do you think it is important for participants to come in for a body composition assessment fasted? Um, so for both of these, I got a question on this one earlier this week. So, and what I said is, think about the preparation that you have to do for each of the methods and kind of like what exactly is taking place in each of the methods. So like skin fold, you walk up and you're just standing there and they like pull your skin, and that's it. There's no preparation for you to do throughout the week. Um, Whereas DEXA, and Bod Pod, there are a couple in the lab. You had to like flip one of the cards, and it kind of showed you what you would have to do before coming in to take that scan. So kind of use those cards and kind of use some common sense to be like, okay, skin fold, you're just walking up, they're gonna pinch your skin and then give you this. And so coming in fasted, that might not have that big of an impact on something like that. So uh, that's number 4. Number 5, what are the benefits of using assessments of body composition over just body mass, using a regular scale? Um, so you guys know from class and also this activity that there's a lot that goes into body composition. And so what I'll say is think about the body composition of like a 240-pound linebacker versus like a 240-pound couch potato. Like they're going to be so different. There's a lot of information there. So kind of use that example when describing the differences. Number 6, based on factors such as cost, time, reliability, and ease of use for each body composition assessment method, which method would you use in a scenario where you had to test a team of 15 athletes, and A, you have ample resources available, and B, resources are limited? So I would say, oh, what's up, Kaya? What's up, Kaya?
Hi, Cole. I have a question. Like, I'm like still doing the. Hold on, how do you switch it? I'm still doing this one, and this like it keeps on saying this answer is wrong, so I have not
Yeah.
been able to get past it, and I didn't know if they fixed it or not, or if I just completely have the wrong answer.
No, you do have the right answer from like the data given. So is that the body fat one?
The skin fold caliper,
Yeah. So the answer is going to be 15.2,
just cause,
just
or did I
because.
get something wrong?
No, like you have the data from that card right there, and so they give you the equation for you to just plug and chug, but like the answer's wrong from
Okay,
the
so
data. So like that's just like they give you the wrong information, so that's just like the answer that they have in the system. So they have to go back and fix everything.
okay, because I like is that the only mistake or like error? Because I couldn't get past this question until I answered that right.
Uh-huh. You know, there's
So
another one. I think is the next one asking you for percent or
fat
kilograms
free.
of fat-free mass.
It's not kilograms, it's percentage.
Oh, okay, I think that one's good. That one's normal. But then the one after that is wrong too.
Okay, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Well, are you able to tell me the answer if it's wrong, anyways?
Yeah. Like I'll
Okay.
have to. Like there's no way for you to find out unless you like type in random numbers to get through.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do on the last one, and I didn't go all the way down to 50. Okay, 100 minus the body fat percentage. The body fat percentage was 15.2, wasn't it?
Yep.
So 100 minus 15.2 is,
What is
hold
it?
on.
Don't use a calculator.
I
Do it in your
gotta use
head.
the calculator. How would I use it?
No.
I got it. 84.8.
There you go.
Would you know how to do that? Oh my god, there's a bug on my screen. Okay, 84.8. Good. All right. I'm at the fat-free mass kilogram.
Okay. So yeah, the values given, you'll get like I don't know what I got, but it's like 60 some. So the
That's
correct answer is yeah, that's wrong. So it's 69.5.
cool.
Yeah.
I would have been really frustrated that I couldn't get the right answer now
I
either.
know.
That's the other skewed one there is.
Yeah, just those two.
Okay. And then, so I'll be able to finish the rest. I don't
Yeah.
even
And I'm going through the questions right now. I'm just going through like what I'm looking for. So I'm on question 6, and then I'm gonna finish that and then number 7. So I think like then I'll be done. And then so like I'll have it recorded so you can go back and then pretty much like watch this on like times 2 speed or whatever and crank through it.
Are you going to explain like what you're looking for in the
Yeah,
question?
exactly.
Oh, so you're going to do that even if no one's on Zoom? You're just
Yeah,
going
so
to.
I'm just recording it and then I'll post a video and an announcement for people to look at.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll look at that. And then for the next lab that's due, I already did it, but it didn't have questions at the end. It just had us do the sweat test lab. It's lab 3.
Okay.
It just had us print out a certification. So do you know if she just wants us to turn in the certification, or do you know if she wants us to write a summary of what we learned? Because it doesn't have questions, I don't think.
Okay. I haven't looked at it yet, but so let me look at that, then I'll talk to her and then figure something out. Then we'll send out an announcement.
Okay, cool. Or I can just ask her on Thursday. I just didn't know if you knew or not.
Okay.
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 Thank you. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too, Kai. I'll see ya.
Bye.
Okay. So back to number 6. So you kind of want to think about the 4 methods, and then like again, think about what you're using. So the DEXA scan is a huge machine, and so it'll do like an X-ray. And so if you've ever been to the hospital and had an X-ray, that is a very expensive. So and then compare that to a skin fold uh, caliper thing, and that's just like a little thing of plastic. So think about what you're using to get your data. So that'll help you answer number 6. And then number 7, a female varsity soccer player weighs 125 pounds. She undergoes a bod pod and a DEXA scan wearing compression shorts, sports bra, and a cotton t-shirt. She receives the following results. List one reason why the results could be different between measures. Assume this player had each measurement done in immediate succession and did not use the washroom, eat, drink, or exercise between measurements. So again, for this one, you have to think about what each of these are. So the bod pod, you're in this little tight tank, and it's going to be spraying air at you, trying to figure out your skin displacement, and that's how it's going to calculate your body composition. And then your DEXA is you're just laying down on a flat table, and that thing is going to be going over you, scanning you down. So what I'll say here is think about the procedures leading up to the scan and what each of them wants you to wear. So like the DEXA scan is going to be like, or I guess the bod pod, it wants you to wear tight clothes because the air pressure. So if you're in like a comfy or wearing like a blanket or something, it's going to be giving you different numbers versus wearing like a sports bra or tight compression shorts. And I think in the lab it tells you that like what you're supposed to wear. So look at that slide, and that'll help you answer that question. So that's all of them. If you guys have any other questions, shoot me an email. I'll help you. I'll walk you through something if you're not understanding it. Um, anything about lecture or anything else in the class, let me know. Be more than happy to help.